Kendricks can't be satisfied. Pretty good first half. We're going to need an even better second half. Cam Boone has to get in the game. Couple touch fouls that put him on the bench, but that's okay. Second half, he needs to establish that inside presence with his rebounding and his scoring around the basket.
Boone playing with 2 fouls. Loomis Gehring also has 2 for Missouri State. As a basket early on by Williams gives Missouri State the lead.
Dorian Williams with that floater, a very difficult shot to master. He's done a great job of developing it. Heck of a weapon to defend.
6 points for Williams. Evans on Boone. They love to get Cam his 3rd foul. Can't. Cam gets the rebound, his 6th.
And great defense that time by Cam Boone. Bears on the break.
Williams can't get it. Rector brings it back the other way for Utah State. He can handle the ball. Watch this. Got it. Oh. Shane Rector, the transfer from Missouri.
Rucker Park style that time by Shane Rector.
He's from the Bronx. He was just playing ball there. Kendricks to Williams. Looks in at Boone.
Nice.
Got him.
Play.
Cam. Yep.
Nice. Nice little screen roll action. Screen and pop by Cam Boone. He's shown the ability to knock down that 12, 15-foot shot this year. Nice job that time.
The lead changes again. Rector. And Boone snares another one. That's 7 for Cam.
Rector kind of shoots that ball on the wrong side of his head a little bit. With his quickness, I think I'd make him prove it to me a couple times first.
Miller will try one.
Very difficult shot. Got to get back.
Moore. And he scores on Boone and Kendricks.
And those are those easy opportunities. Bad shot on one end or a difficult shot on one end. Very hard to get back. Scrambled floor. Utah State's going to take advantage of those kinds of situations every time.
3rd lead change of the half, 7th of the game.
But I tell you what, this is not bad offense by Missouri State. They've gotten the ball inside. Nice fundamental plays.
Rector with the no-look pass to Moore.
If you continue to get that kind of execution, your shooting percentage is going to go up.
Wide open 3 for Kendricks.
Chris Kendricks with the 3 from the corner.
Leading scorer in the game with 13.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Can't answer on the other end, Smith.
And this is what Miller wants. Open court time now.
Daquan,
nice step through.
Step through, no. Boom, no. And Rector has it.
Daquan Miller has got to finish those plays.
Offensive foul on Shane Rector.
He's got to finish those.
Dorian Williams has been taking charges like that for years.
Nice job by Dorian, beating him to the spot. Rector a little bit out of control. Nice call by the official.
Missouri State, one of its last 5 from the floor. Back on the floor is Krecklow. He's been getting some playing time today.
But I think 4 of those have been quality looks, quality attempts at the basket. You're not always going to knock them down, but if you can get quality shots, you're going to take them. That's an offensive foul.
3rd on Boone. Offensive foul on Cam Boone. That is his 3rd foul. Find exactly what you are looking for, no matter where you are, with the fully redesigned YP app and YP.com. YP, the even more powerful, so you can do anything Yellow Pages. YP can do that.
And Rector with a little skip to Malou action, bringing the ball down the floor.
He's having fun. Finds Moore. Tough one. No, gets his own rebound and scores. Jalen Moore ties the game. He'll go to the line.
And a great block by Chris Kendricks, but an even better effort by Jalen Moore to finish that. Got the first one blocked, but stayed with the play. Nice move on the baseline, up strong, stays with it, and draws a foul. Tough basketball down in the paint by Jalen Moore.
Moore completes the three-point play, gives Utah State the lead by 1, and Moore has 12 points. Krecklow.
Nice fake. Nice job. Krecklow, he's very impressive in the first game of the year. He only played 5 minutes, but it was 5 quality minutes, and you see that quality here tonight. Krecklow coming in and contributing right away.
Hopefully many more points as a Bear as Kendricks comes back the other way. Miller. Church thought about it. Just a step inside 3. Kendricks will take it there to foul. They get Rector. And Utah State finds itself down by 1 on the road to the Bears. Ball game here in Springfield. Missouri State leading Utah State in the Mountain West Missouri Valley Challenge. Here's tonight's Taco Bell fan of the game. Fans coming out. The students here have always been great. The alumni. Now, Paul Lusk went to Southern Illinois. He loves this Missouri State program. He wants wins, and he is revved up tonight.
Well, I tell you what, Coach Duray from Utah State wouldn't want to be in a cage fight with Coach Lusk tonight. Coach Lusk is fired up and ready to go. If you're leaders like that, I can guarantee you the guys, the team, the guys that are playing, they're going to be ready to go to the mat for this one tonight.
Lusk in his 5th season. And everybody around the league knew it. Last year with the departure of Marcus Marshall and the injuries and everything that piled on, it just was tough luck against Lusk all season long.
Yeah, but those kinds of, it happened and it's over. And I think the thing that he has to do now is get some quality guys that believe in what he's trying to do and go out and play basketball. And that's what they seem to be doing, regardless of the results.
They're playing tonight, up 2 against Utah State. Foul called. They'll get Krecklow. Smith and Krecklow collide in front of the Utah State bench. Paul Lusk just calls out a play. Defensive alignment. Let's take a look.
Krecklow reminds me of Jeff Hornacek. And again, I need to pretext those comments because Hornacek is a Hall of Fame player, but Krecklow is one of those guys not on the radar. What will this guy bring us? And a guy that turns out to be an absolute wonderful surprise of a player. And he's got that kind of body language or persona.
Darius Perkins splashes the 3 for Utah State. The Aggies are up 1. Kendricks, leading scorer on the floor with 14. Toss inside, and a foul goes against Utah State.
And that's what you like about Martin. Big body, and he knows how to use it. He gets low in the post, and he gets his button to you, and he pushes guys around in that paint. The Bears need that kind of effort inside because they have a problem scoring on the offensive end in half court sometime. When you've got a big body that can establish down there, it helps your offense tremendously.
3rd foul on Elston Jones. He stays in the game. Krecklow in and out. He'll get another chance. Yes!
I may be onto something with that Jeff Hornacek reference after all. This kid, Krecklow, is a heck of a player. Polished basketball player.
Little fist pump from Paul Lusk as Missouri State takes a 2-point lead. Perry driving in. Smith gives it up. Moore can't get it. Gets his own board. Fighting inside. And a foul is called. They're going to get Martin.
Yeah. Martin's battling inside. You like that effort on the glass.
He does a lot of things well, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
But he fouls there, and that's his 3rd.
Nice help. Stays after it. I don't know. He's blocking out.
And now a foul inside.
Tim Duray starting to get a little excited.
So Missouri State gets the ball back. It's a 2-point lead for the Bears. Kendricks, Martin, no. Church fighting for the rebound. They get him with a foul.
Well, I tell you what, you need boots if you're going to play in this game tonight. You've got guys doing it strong in the paint and rebounding aggressively. Look at this rebound by Obadiah. Up strong over the top.
Martin comes out of the game. Jordan Martin, the junior, with 3 fouls. And Utah State down 2. Smith, no. The battle, Kendricks. 3-on-3, they hold it back. Krecklow, long 3.
Yes.
Church is there.
Finding ways to help the team offensively. Again, Obadiah Church on the glass, always on the glass.
8 points for Church. Stripped. Kendricks hit from behind, and that's going to be 4 on Jones.
Great defense by Chris Kendricks, digging in down there. Obadiah Church on the glass, good position inside. Nice little hook after the offensive rebound.
We've had a load of fouls called in this half. 9 of them, 5 on Missouri State, 4 on Utah State, but an exciting back and forth game, 46-42, the Missouri State lead.
And you love games like this, high intensity, high level of athletic ability by both teams.
The bounce to McCullough, he lost it, but it'll stay with Missouri State with 16 on the shot clock.
And again, you see the diversity of Ryan Krecklow. Comes off of that screen, strong to his right, to his left hand, drop pass to a cutter. Not easily to duplicate that kind of move on the offensive end.
Williams, got it!
Ryan Krecklow has come into this game and made a tremendous difference. He's become a tremendous difference for this Bears basketball team.
Evans had it stripped. Kendricks to Williams. He has Church. Oh! Yes, sir!
And this is what Hammond Student Center is supposed to sound like during basketball season. Obadiah Church over the top, slamming it home for the Bears.
A 10-0 run for Missouri State. Bears by 9. Utah State ripping off a 10-0 run over 2 minutes and 19 seconds to take a 9-point lead. Here's tonight's Murney move of the game. Search anywhere from anywhere with the new Murney Associates Realtors mobile app, available for free in the iTunes Store and Google Play. Obadiah Church throws it down. Dorian Williams found him, and Missouri State leads by 9.
2 things you can point to. Ryan Krecklow's presence in the backcourt. He's brought a steady presence to this team. His ability to shoot the ball, and he doesn't make mistakes on the perimeter. No turnovers. The second thing, Chris Kendricks on the defensive end. 3 steals, digging out the post and rebounding on the defensive end.
A 3-minute drought for Utah State. Krecklow to Williams, and they'll reset the offense. Paul Lusk pacing in front of the bench. McCullough to Krecklow. Foul called as Missouri State, with a 9-point lead, leads Utah State.
Whatever USA.
Well, this game's had it all. Missouri State leads Utah State by 9. Chris Kendricks has had a big game. Obadiah Church threw down an alley-oop from Dorian Williams. Gotta love the presence from Ryan Krecklow, though, the 6'4" freshman guard. Chasing after Utah State there, and the miss by Perry. But a foul called. Krecklow, the freshman from Columbia, you know, I was talking before the game with some members of the staff. I mean, there was some thought here that he would redshirt. In fact, it was starting to look likely, but as Krecklow comes out of the game, to a great hand from the crowd here.
Well, I tell you what, he probably needs to take 1 minute and get his shoes laced up, because he has been an absolute boost. His basketball team has given them a steady presence on the perimeter. Good passing and the ability to knock down an open shot.
Perkins does just that for Utah State to cut it to 6. But Krecklow was facing a redshirt situation, but because of the depth issues here, no Roundtree with a hamstring injury, no Reuter with a hip injury, they felt like they maybe needed to play him, and they did, and it has worked out.
Well, I'll tell you what, in the exhibition game, he had probably the best 5 minutes of any player on the team, and we haven't seen him since then. But if he's able to put that kind of effort out on the floor consistently, I think you got to find a spot for him.
Meanwhile, Utah State climbs right back into this game. Back-to-back threes from Perkins, and it's a 3-point ball game.
Perkins really has the ability to shoot the ball with range. Nice and easy from 23 feet.
Darius Perkins doing it all himself. Missouri State by 3. Kendricks with the miss. No contact, say the officials. Evans.
And the Bears have got to get quality looks on the offensive end.
Missouri State clinging to a 3-point lead. Perkins now with 12 points. He's knocked down 4 threes. That foul called on Church is his second. It's the 7th team foul on Missouri State. Free throws coming. 1 and 1 for Lou Evans. Let's take a look at this last possession for Missouri State.
Well, you didn't get any penetration or break down the defense, and then you have to settle for a fadeaway 17 drifting jump shot. I mean, you play right into the defense's hands when you take that kind of shot. You've got to find a way to penetrate and get the ball inside, either with the drive or passing it into your big people.
The lead is 2. Miller, Boone. Got it.
Cam Boone, a much improved mid-range shooter this year, showing the ability to square up at 12 to 15 feet and knock down jump shots. Really going to help his confidence in his game going forward. 7
points, 8 rebounds for Cameron Boone. Another 3 missed this time by Perkins. And here comes Miller.
Yeah, I think you got to go deny on Perkins at this point. He's looking to take over the game with his 3-point shooting. Nice
Church
dish.
To Boone, working on Evans. No. Here comes Perkins.
And I don't think Cam was expecting that ball that time.
That'll stay here. They say off Missouri State.
Checking into the game, the Aggies are 14, Jalen Moore.
Nice little pick and pop play that time by Cam. Catches it, sets it. Soft touch, gets the bounce.
Oh! Moore caught that one. Church didn't see one, right over his shoulder.
Obadiah Church almost got hit in the head with the ball that time.
Shot clock under 10. Perry to Evans, lost it.
Nice rotation that time by the Bears. Weak side defenders rotating over, forcing a tough shot.
Miller thought he found an opening, and the big Jalen Moore was in his way. Ball went out of bounds and stay here.
Daquan Miller having a difficult time getting on track tonight. He has to continue to stay aggressive.
Kendricks. Now Williams. Tried to get it inside to Boone, could not. Here's Moore for Utah State. Down by 4.
And this is the money time period in the game.
Perkins, step back. Boone grabs another board, his 9th.
You're going to need your best players to step forward and make plays for you going down the stretch. Who can Missouri State identify as that guy?
Under 8 minutes, Missouri State by 4. Kendricks, he'll take it. Missouri State's gone cold. 1 of its last 6 from the floor. Utah State, just 2 of its last 9.
And that's that aspect of leadership.
This one knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aggies with 16 on the shot clock when we come back. The Bears by 4 at home. Can they hang on? Back after this.
This New Year's Eve.
7.5 to go in Springfield. Missouri State with a 4-point lead on Utah State. The Mountain West and the Missouri Valley with this challenge. These two conferences have renewed that relationship. We looked forward to this matchup, knew this would be a good game. Missouri State with the lead on Utah State with 7:31 to go by 4. Obadiah Church has been terrific. 12 points on 6 of 7 shooting, 6 rebounds. Leading rebounder is Cameron Boone with 9. Chris Kendricks leads all scorers with 14. That one won't go down, but a foul is called. Jalen Moore has been a horse for Utah State.
Nice play design that time by the Utes. Out of bounds guy coming off of a screen on the baseline. Low flex cut. Easy opportunity for Jalen Moore.
Moore, the only player on the floor tonight with double figures in attempts. He's 5 of 15 from the floor. Misses the free throw, where he's now 1 of 3. Utah State has had trouble at the free throw line, just 2 of 6. Gets that one. That ends a scoring drought of over 2.5 minutes for Utah State. It's a 3-point game.
And you've got to have a guy that can score these tough baskets down the stretch. This is where you earn your money.
Church. Yes! Say hello to your co-leader in scoring, Obadiah Church with 14.
Big shot by Obadiah Church. Utah State looking like they're about to make a run. Obadiah steps up and knocks in an important 17-foot jump shot.
That one passed inside, and a foul was called as Quinn Taylor was trying to make a move. Foul called on Dorian Williams, his 2nd, and a 1-and-1 for Taylor. Paul Lusk and his Bears hanging on to a 5-point lead. What a win this would be. Taylor banks it in. Tim Duryea has just 1 loss this season. That would be at Duke. Taylor gets another. 55-52 Missouri State. Williams to Boone. Cam will take it. And Missouri State coming up empty on that end of the floor. A chance to tie. Taylor will work on Church. Cut off. Rector had it taken away by Kendricks, and he's fouled by Perry.
And another great defensive steal by Chris Kendricks. Bates Rector right into that one. does a great job of digging in the post. And is there to meet him when he crosses over, right there. I'll take that. Nice play by Chris Kendricks.
Chris Kendricks has 5 steals tonight. Taking ownership of his defense and a 3-point lead for Missouri State at the 6-minute mark. Krecklow back in the game. No. Boone fighting for it. Gets it to Kendricks. Krecklow, baseline. Lost it. It'll stay here.
I tell you what, the freshman does not lack for confidence. I'll tell you that much.
Paul Luss puts his freshman in the game. Forget about that red shirt. They're going to need him.
Yeah, he's playing with a purpose. Chris Kendricks has got to be ready to shoot that ball.
Quick pass goes into traffic. Church is able to get it out to Krecklow. Got it!
Welcome to Springfield, Ryan Krecklow. Big time 3-point shot from the corner.
Moore tries one. Yes. What an answer on the other end for the Aggies.
Down the stretch we go.
Kendricks, he'll drive, gets bumped. They're going to get Jalen Moore with that foul. And for Moore, that's number 2. Team foul number 7 on Utah State. So Kendricks goes to the line. Chris is 2 for 3 from the charity stripe.
And if Krecklow starts the next game, will this be the first time in the history of basketball that a guy went from not playing in the first 4 to the starting lineup? That would be an amazing story.
We'll get our guy Rick Kindhart on that right away.
I tell you what, he's the man. I know I tend to use a bit of hyperbole, but this kid has really stepped up and brought something to this team tonight.
I see Rick over there. He has the laptop going, the media guide, the record books. He'll have all kinds of facts and figures for us.
And Krecklow, he plays with a toughness that you like. He's not afraid to defend. He's got a nice body.
Sometimes you just know this time of year, the good combination, the energy, the body language. Moore on the other end for Utah State, and it's a 3-point game again.
And Moore is a big-time talent. You really don't want him to get started. And he's starting to feel a certain way right now.
Moore has 18 to lead all scorers now. That one nearly stolen away by Rector.
And Utah State trying to establish a little bit of defensive pressure here in the Final 4. They've lacked with their pressure to this point, but they're really starting to try and get out now.
Krecklow, and he's bumped. Foul called on Perry. Krecklow showing some handles too. Going between his legs, switching to his left.
Talk about stepping up in a pressure situation. Ryan Krecklow playing like he's been in college 17 years. Not afraid of the moment.
Krecklow at the free throw line. First free throw as a Bear goes down. And these are huge. 4-point lead for Missouri State, 61-57.
I'd be interested to know what Ryan Krecklow's high school record was as far as wins and losses, because he looks like he knows how to win basketball games and he knows how to finish.
Rockbridge High School in Columbia, Missouri. Rector, the former Tiger, lays one in.
Yeah, that was just fancy that time by Rector.
Rector now with 8 points. 2-point game again. Krecklow fouled. No shot. And he'll go back to the free throw line as we near the 4-minute mark. The confidence from the young freshman. Krecklow has 9 points in his Missouri State debut.
And Coach Durahay has got to be scratching his head like, who is Ryan Krecklow? We don't even have any information on this kid, and he is leading this team down the stretch.
I mean, the scouting report had to have been maybe we see him.
I'll tell you what, that scouting report is going to change tomorrow morning.
Missouri Valley Conference, the great coaches in this conference will take notice right away. Krecklow is 2 for 4 from the free throw line. The Bears trying to protect a 3-point lead. Utah State has knocked down 10 threes today. Moore, no, but a foul. And Jalen Moore will go to the free throw line when we come back. Missouri State by 3, hanging on. Paul Lusk and the Bears at home. Five to go. Missouri State by 3 against Utah State here at JQH Arena in Springfield. Here's tonight's play of the game presented by Bud Light, who reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly.
Obadiah, he almost jumped over his own player to get that one. Look at that.
He's had a couple of spectacular plays. That one, our Bud Light play of the game. Obadiah Church with 14 points, 7 of 8 from the floor, 6 rebounds. But at the line, Jalen Moore, leading scorer in the game now with 19, cutting the lead to 2.
And you've seen him elevate his game here in the last 4 minutes. Stepping up to the challenge presented by the Missouri State Bears, showing his worth. Jalen Moore.
And that one is good for Moore. It's a 1-point game. Moore with 20.
And Utah State going zone.
Krecklow.
Nice pass.
Boone. Open 3. Yes! Dorian Williams.
Again, Krecklow's poise on the perimeter. Doesn't turn it over, doesn't make mistakes, knows how to play without the basketball, knows the right play to make. Invaluable intangibles by Ryan Krecklow.
Rector. Young kid can play ball.
That's a very, very difficult shot by young Mr. Rector. Fade away, going out of bounds, up against the clock. And dare they box in one? No. If they're going to box in one, Krecklow, nice dish.
Boone got it.
Well, you can't say enough about the offensive execution down the stretch here by the Bears. Making all the right plays.
The turnaround, oh, so smooth. Smith cuts the lead to 2. 67-65. Missouri State at the 2:10 mark.
And you're going to need 2 more baskets if you're going to pull this one out.
That one thrown away by Church, and a chance for Utah State to tie, perhaps take the lead. Rector got an open man. It's Taylor, and we are tied with under 2 minutes to go. Timeout called by Williams with 1:42 on the clock and a tie game in Springfield.
Timeout Bears.
Utah State has knocked down 6 of its last 6 from the floor to climb back into this game and tie it against Missouri State.
Lady Bears in a single game during the week. You receive a 3% discount up to 30%.
So Ryan Krecklow, the freshman, has been a big story. 10 points for the 6'4" guard from Columbia.
And not only did he shoot and miss, he was poised enough to get it a second time. This time, quick 2 dribbles to set and knock down a big-time 3. Ryan Krecklow just showing that he's got all the right moves tonight.
Krecklow in 13 minutes has 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He's 3 of 6 from the floor. He's knocked down a couple of threes. Fans have been entertained in this Mountain West Missouri Valley Challenge, they would love to walk out of here with a W.
And I tell you what, you're going to find Ryan Krecklow in the game because you know who he reminds me of as a player? He's got a little lusk in him, I think. He's got a toughness about him, and he knows how to play.
Krecklow out there with Kendricks, Church, Williams, and Boone. Boone, Kendricks, open, three. A chance for Utah State with 1:20 to go.
And that's one that Chris wishes he could have back.
Steal, Kendricks, and a foul is called.
Talk about a big-time defensive play when you needed it. Chris Kendricks with his 6th steal of the night, baiting him into that pass and dropping down in the post.
So Kendricks goes to the free throw line. Both teams in the double bonus. Kendricks is 4 of 5 from the line tonight. He has 16 points.
Big free throws.
It's a 1-point lead for the Bears. The sophomore.
No legs. Got to get a knee bend in there.
Under a minute. Moore on Church, blocked it. And Boone grabs a rebound.
And Moore definitely got away with a walk that time. No call by the official.
Obadiah Church, however, came in and blocked the shot. His 3rd block of the night.
And you can just feel Obadiah Church and Chris Kendricks starting to feed off of each other. Both great athletes, long guys that can jump, really doing a great job defending, making big defensive plays that are going to determine who wins this game tonight.
Tonight's player of the game presented by Mercy, the official medical and sports medicine provider for the Missouri State Bears. And what a night for Obadiah Church. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks. And folks, I got some great news for you. He's a freshman.
Yes. And that's actually 4 blocks because he blocked one of them twice. Obadiah just pulling out all the stops tonight.
What a performance. And now Missouri State is going to try to close this out. Kendricks, they want it in his hands. They get it to Boone. Shot clock at 5. Tries to find Kendricks. Krecklow lets it go. And a shot clock violation. So with 20.3, a stop for Utah State, desperately needed. Timeout, Utah State. With a 1-point Missouri State lead. Wow. But what do you do here if you're Paul Lusk defending Utah State?
Well, I think you want to make Jalen Moore catch it out on the floor, close out on him. You know he's going to put it down. Hopefully you can close out on him and force him into a travel. Maybe the ref will call it this time. Otherwise, you need to rotate into the middle. Smith can knock down shots. You have to overplay. You can't let him have an easy touch or an open look. I think you have to force one of these other guys, possibly Rector, who's also a great scorer, force him to go to the basket and make sure you guys rotate and force him to put up a tough shot, rebound the basketball, because you know Moore's going to come over the top with that length. So It's not going to be an easy proposition, but I think the Bears have more than shown that they are up to the challenge tonight.
Each team with one timeout remaining. Possession arrow in favor of Utah State. It'll be Utah State ball out of the timeout, down 1. Chris Smith having an off night. He's averaging 16 a game. He has 8 on 3 of 8 shooting. Jalen Moore, the leading scorer, with 20. Watch out for Darius Perkins, who's knocked down 4 threes. He has 12 points. Rector brings it up the floor.
And Coach Lust deciding to go with Loomis Goering.
Blocked! It's Church again. They tell Paul Lust to have a seat. They say the same thing to Tim Duryea. Boy, both benches are all out on the floor. Here we go. Near steal. Rector can't get it, but a foul is called with 3.3 on the clock. So they go to Rector both times going to the basket, and that time he draws the foul. First time at the line for Shane Rector, who has 10 points tonight. This will be his first free throw attempt. We're tied. He gets another. .3 on the clock. Utah State with a 1-point lead. A timeout called by Paul Lusk with 3.3 seconds. All right, Coach, what are you drawing up here?
Well, I think you got to get it up around the goal, throw it up there, and hopefully Obadiah Church can get you something. 3 seconds to go. In the college game, you don't have the ability to advance the ball to half court, so that limits your options quite significantly.
Missouri State led this game for 27 minutes. There have been 13 lead changes. The most recent one just moments ago when Shane Rector made both free throws to give Utah State a 1-point lead. Kendricks to inbound. It's Boone. And Utah State escapes with a 1-point lead at Missouri State. The Aggies on a pair of free throws from Shane Rector with 3.3 seconds remaining pull off a victory to improve to 5-1 and a win for the Mountain West Conference in this challenge. What a win for Tim Duryea and the Utah State Aggies. The final shot, Cam and Boone from half court. Ryan Krecklow, a terrific debut for the Bears. He finishes with 10 points, but Missouri State comes out on the losing end after a valiant effort at home against Utah State. We'll have more when we return to Springfield.